Listen, Marvel Rivals is like that. And when I mean it's like that, it is like that, man. As a complete noob to hero shooters, Overwatch, Valorant, whatever else might be out there, I'm hooked. It took some time. I had to figure some things out, understand the dynamics of the game, figure out, what roles I could fill depending on what the team picked. Because as I'm solo queuing, it's been an adjustment. It's been a learning curve, but I have been having a blast. Now I was just looking through some footage on Marvel Rivals, trying to get some ideas for this video, and realized that the launch trailer I never really fully watched. I think I maybe saw like the beginning of it initially, but I was gonna check it out because I was just trying to like let things jog my brain for the game. But overall, I've just been having such a good time. There's so many good things I want to say about it, but I ain't gonna lie, the end of that trailer gave me some goosebumps, and I've already been playing the game. That shit was pretty good. I don't know about the music. It threw me off a little bit initially, but the end of the trailer, it came through, tidied it up, made it whole. So, what can I say about the game? I'll probably throw gameplay up as I'm talking, but man, I'm just gonna go off the top. I came from FPSs, you know what I'm saying, mainly FPSs, other games of that nature, but nothing like a hero shooter, nothing with the variety of combat. I would say that is akin to a PvP game similar to Overwatch, Valorant, or Marvel Rivals in this sense. So when I started out, I started using Black Widow, and even then, I initially found a lot of fun with it. I was just surprised with the damage output, and then depending on the team synergies that I had in the early days, it would be all the difference, right? Sometimes they would just knock an enemy down just enough before I even was able to line up the shot that my shot would finish them, or I would put enough damage on somebody that the other team would be able to clean them up with no problem at all. But just really adjusting to FPS, general shooter game vibes to, a hero shooter with team-based tactics, somebody to take the damage, somebody to deal the damage, somebody to heal the team and take care of the team or provide the team, benefits or buffs. You know what I'm saying? There's a variety of roles to fit. And even with the game's launch, with the amount of characters that they have available, they still launch with so many characters, despite the few roles that they fill. So many characters that I've only just scratched the surface, and I've been having a blast. I cannot tell you enough. I've been having a blast. I've been having the ups and I've been having the downs. I do not know how some people stream this game or team-based hero shooters, because when I got a bad team, I'll tell you what. But even with the ups and downs, something keeps drawing me back to this game, driving me to get better in my role, and really feeling like I'm filling out a bracket, or I'm filling out a position on a team, as opposed to I'm just looking to get kills, or I'm looking to rack up kills with this weapon so I can unlock a skin, or looking to do this challenge a certain amount of times so I can potentially get a certain rare drop. I'm driven to just beat the other team with whatever team I'm given and play my role as good as possible. Now, when I'm trying to do that, especially in this stage where I'm learning and I'm getting better and better and better, as I'm learning things, as I'm getting better, as I'm playing my role better, I'm immediately aware of what my teammates are or are not doing. Now, the stats will show otherwise. I'm not doing all that hot. I am not the hottest person on my team every game. So let me not play it like that. I am definitely mid-level on most of my team play. The gameplay is fun as I figure out everything I want to do, as I figure out how I want to play, where I want to move, how I can use this character. Just having a ball. I'm having a damn blast. So it's like I said, I started out with Black Widow. I was already having a good time. And I was pretty much FPS. I would just switch to the gun. I would stay back, let my team do a bunch of stuff, and pop shots, pop shots. I decided to switch it up, play with some other characters, figure out some other play styles, figure out how to benefit the team better. Because depending on the character, depending on the ability, I learned a lot from playing this game that you got to understand your character and what their role is and how you can make the other team's job the most difficult. Because it's not about having the most kills on the team. It's not about having the most damage or anything. It's about playing your role the best. I did a little bit in the training mode, just kind of figuring out characters I wanted to try out and play. Did a little bit in the arcade mode where you would get together with a team of people and you would go against a computer team, and that was decent. Get my bearings together, like kind of allow me to figure out with a lot less stress, figure out like how to use whichever character I decided to use, see how the team was using their characters, and not have to worry about just being pummeled by another human team. One thing that I learned early looking up guides and tutorials and things like that was change the settings early. And that's something that I was normally doing. I did that for all games, whether it be keyboard or controller, to something that I felt, or at least I thought would be more comfortable or intuitive. That's how I've done it for years now with almost every game that has allowed me the option, is to update the controls, change them around, because if something felt out of place, something just didn't feel to my liking, and I had the ability to change it, I would. So updating the settings on your controls, and the amount of settings in this game is ridiculous. Not only just the settings within the game itself, but then the character specific settings if you play different characters, all need to be taken into account. But I'm telling you, they are 100%, 110% worth it. Do it early, even if you're using a controller. Update the settings, man. I promise you. So, based on my gameplay, again, it's gonna be over here, but I won't have like footage on every character I played. But here's kind of the route I took when I started. As I mentioned already, I started with Black Widow, and then I moved to Rocket because I needed to figure out how to play somebody who wasn't a duelist, or somebody that's out there to deliver damage, but somebody that can also aid the team. And was doing okay, just really just trying to frantically understand how to keep my team alive, help my team dominate whatever game mode we were in at the time. Then from there I moved to Hella and played a little bit, just kind of a touch and go on Hella, from Hella to Rocket and Black Widow, just here and there. When I played Hella, it was another duelist, another person who can deliver damage, but in a way that was a little bit more conducive to my learning style. You know what I'm saying? Black Widow, you gotta land your shots, and you've gotta track them. You gotta like hit them from whatever distance, from wherever they're at. And it's hard to do that with the way these characters move, depending on how they're moving, where they're going. What the next thing they could be doing is you're really just shooting at some point. So switching over to Hella allowed me a lot more opportunities to deliver damage while also learning another character. And then eventually I found my current main right now, which is Penny Parker. And as a Vanguard, running around, laying mines, shooting fools with spider webs, You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping my little mind trap and just zipping whenever I can in and out of danger. As long as I got a good healer on my team, I'm almost unstoppable. And I say that modestly considering my rank and what I've done. But even with my little bit of time playing ranked, just starting out, you know, recently and things like that, I do feel confident playing this character. At least over all other characters. I feel like I can do the most. I can give my team the most support and do my job the best. It's about taking damage, being somebody that is soaking up the enemy's time so that my team can have time to regroup, move, refocus, deliver damage while I'm soaking up damage and my healers are just taking care of me. It's a nice little trifecta of gameplay that each team is using against one another, timing their ultimates, timing their abilities to try to figure out where, when, and how they're going to overtake the situation, overcome the obstacles. But for me, it's a good game. And this is coming from somebody who has not played any game like this before. In this game, for my first, go at one of these types of games, it's up there for me. And it being free to play, the aesthetics of it's pretty decent. I like the character design for the most part. I cannot complain. It's overall just a banging game. And then there's so many subtle features within the settings, within the gameplay, that I can go on and on. Each team member's highlights just post game. The thumbs up feature, which is pretty standard. A lot of games have that, but still, just all of those things. But, it is what it is. I've got some gripes. I mean, I can't really complain because I don't really know how it should be handled, but I know, like, trying out ranked, whenever somebody on whichever team would quit, the game, no matter how good it was going for either side or how good the game felt like it started, would just be immediately over if somebody quit. And I guess that's just how it has to go for ranked, but it's just like the momentum's there. It's like 11 of us are on the board going ham, and because one of those people quit, you just gonna kick all of us out. We gotta go queue back up. So, I can't complain about that because I don't know what the right path forward is. But what I can appreciate is everything else. Recognizing all of the other functions that the game is, that's important to the gameplay besides just kills and deaths, or a KD ratio, so I can only say the good things about the game overall. That's about it. That's about it. That's all I can really say is good things about the game. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to figure out synergies and gameplay better and things like that. But there's nothing else to really say. Nothing to complain about. Not much. I've said the one thing that came to mind. I'm trying to think of other things, but there's so much there that it's just like, shh. I don't like microtransactions, but I'm considering buying a costume because I got the game for free, player. So that's all it is, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, y'all take it easy. Appreciate y'all checking this video out.
I promise you will reach the web. Need some help. I need assistance.
Behold
This is
the
gonna
god of thunder!
Time for some fireworks. I'm counting on you, friends. All systems go. Get that wheel moving again.
hero. Always.
I don't have to be center stage.
You've got my back. I've got yours.
Like a lamb.
Vehicle reach